Spiders, spiders everywhere. Told you. There's some spiders that bound to be with the spiders somewhere. Okay. So I guess we'll go around and open the door on the other side. More traps. More spiders. That was close. Did you say a stranger comes? Alright, let's see who these people are. Oh, sparrows, okay.
Forgive our suspicion. It has not been safe for we sparrows of late.
What are the sparrows?
Rag pickers, urchins, scamps. Call us what you like. We too have a place, and it is here.
Okay, who are you?
I look after my little birds, speak for them, and see to the finding and picking through all of what Rader discards.
You like Rader?
Rader is like a great stone tree, with mages in its boughs, bright ships in its shade. We sparrows nestle in its roots, as loved by Lyria as any other.
I mean, okay. Why are you called rat pickers?
All that Rader does not need or want, the gold chain broken, the tailor's scraps, old ship casks, we sparrows gather up. We bring it here. We sort and mend and sell it new for meager coins as we can. And that is how we live.
I mean, there's piles of gold around, so it's probably a good way to live. What do you know about the City Watch?
The City Watch. Their name is whispered by all in Rader with awe. They are just, firm, and all-seeing.
I mean, if they're just, who cares? So what troubles you?
The sparrows are being hunted, one by one, hunted and killed, and we can learn nothing of our killer or the cause. Please, would you go to the City Watch and ask for their help? You can travel Rader without fear for your life. We no longer can.
What enemies do you have?
None that would hunt us down and kill us. Not within Rader. I am sure of that much.
Why the City Watch?
If they know nothing and cannot help us, then no one can.
Then I'll go.
Lunala bless you. The captain of the watch is Area Talabor. He's a good man of spotless reputation. Speak to him.
Where's City Watch?
Above the tunnels, just beyond the wending, you will see guards flanking the door. Speak to Captain Talabor.
Where? Let's see where this letter goes up top. Rader Tavern. Did I say tavern? Cool. I like taverns. But we are almost coming to the end tonight, guys. Ugh. We unfortunately did not find the stash house. We weren't looking that hard either. Just picked a side and kind of started. We didn't get as far as I would have liked, but that's okay. We are here in Rader, which is very cool. Finished up mainly most of the area outside, except anything that's going to give us a mission from here. And, yeah, so we're doing really good. So, Friday, it sounds like what we're going to be doing a lot of is finishing up this town. It shouldn't take the full stream, I'm hoping. We should be able to get a lot more done. Ooh. There's a few things to do right here. First thing I'm going to do is see if there's anything to steal that's worth stealing. Wait, what was that? Peasant's clothes. Now we know what to do with peasant's clothes. Not interested in that kind of money, so let's start with you. Oh. Let's finish up the tavern, then we'll save and get out. And call it a night.
Well, hello there, stranger. Grab a mug and have a drink if you want. I don't own the place, but I know the drink is good. After all, I brought it here.
Okay. Chalice.
Isn't it a grand thing? Takes whatever swill I want and turns it into the sweetest summer wine. I'll be the richest wine merchant in Rader.
Rader?
The city has seen better times, and it's been frantic here ever since the war touched down into Willy. But I love it all the same.
Vinrich?
I've been a wine merchant for several years, sailing up and down the coast to find the best vintages. But I don't need to do that anymore, now that I've got the chalice.
I kind of need it.
I was wondering when word would get out that I had the bauble. Just recently came to it. But I'm afraid I can't give it over, stranger. It's not for sale. But I'm afraid I can't give it over, stranger. back again. Glad to help, but I don't know how much I can do for you. But I'm afraid I can't...
Okay, he still thinks he has it. Cool with me.
Welcome. Relax and rest a while.
Let's do... Actually, let's do this first. Let's do...
Get this. I wake up yesterday morning with the worst headache, no shirt, and a note that I'm fighting a duel. Me? Fighting a duel? I don't know how I got into it, but it's all rot unless I can find a second.
Duel.
I swear I don't remember a thing. Apparently I challenged Dalton Ames, the war hero, over the honor of my sister. I do seem to remember him and his bulky arm sitting smugly in the seafoam, taunting me.
Warren Forstead, who are you?
Proud son of Forstead traders. My name is gold in every watering hole and board house in Rathir, and, well, I'm not really allowed out of Rathir.
What about this guy you're fighting?
Surely you've heard of him. Back from Cluricon, and everyone's talking about his exploits on the battlefield. They used to talk about my exploits with Society daughters, but...
You need a second?
You can't fight a duel without one. Now, you might be thinking, a popular fellow like Wayland, what trouble could he have finding a second? Well, turns out my friends are all drunken cowards. Look, you seem tough enough. Be my second, and I'll make it worth your while.
I'll be your second. I mean, kind of look the
Thank
same.
Lupoku.
Other than the
There
gray in my
is
hair.
something else I should mention. There is no way in all Amalur I'll win this fight, so I've devised a plan. Before you go to Dalton, that's my opponent, find Gelfine in the Wending and ask for some rows of shadows. She'll know what you mean. Then go to the officers' hall in the burn, and on the sly, put some on Dalton's sword point when you inspect it.
What is the Rose of Shadows?
All in good time, my friend. All in good time.
What's your plan?
The way I see it, I'm doomed to end up in Mel Senshir, and I'd rather cut the nose off my face than live a soldier's life. I want some freedom, and you're going to help me, right?
I mean, we'll try. What do you want me to do again?
After you've got the Rose of Shadows from Gelfine in the Wending, you've got to talk to Dalton in the officers' hall. Tell him I'm ready. He'll show you his dueling sword. Dab a bit of the Rose of Shadows on it. Then come back to me. Now, time for my part in this business.
How are you?
There's no one to sell to in here. Okay, we're gonna save before we try to convince these two people. And then if we hit a point where we have to reload, then we'll just call it a night and start that Friday.
You must be here about the notice. How do I know? Simple. No one but potential applicants will even speak to me.
I liked it.
Must be
Simple.
because I reek of desperation. Of one sending young souls off to certain doom.
Oh, this is the DLC. So who are you?
I have served the Alfar Merchant Navy since my youth, when I began my career as a deckhand on the good ship Steadfast.
What about the dead Cal?
He is the scourge of the Frostbreak Sea, a terror who seems intent on sinking every ship we sail from Rathir or elsewhere. If only he'd stayed dead.
What about the Frostbite Sea?
It's the fierce, icy ocean north of the plains of Erethel, a busy place of trade and transport, and the occasional treachery.
What do you know about Gallows End?
It is the hideaway of Dead Kell and his crew. The legends speak of it as a damned isle, a horrible scar on the face of the world. To be quite honest, no one is sure of its true location. For the best, I say.
Man, I like the banner. I like everything about this quest so far. I'm here about the job.
Well, once you hear the details, I'm sure you will lose interest. Everyone else does, We of the Alfar Merchant Navy wish to hire a representative to track and kill the notorious pirate Dead Kell and his crew of murderous hanged men.
Who's Dead Kell?
They had many names for him during the Middle Kingdom's era. Ghost of the Frostbreak, the Blood-Red Sail. Every captain and swab on the Frostbreak Sea feared for their lives when Kell raised his flag. Many widows were made in those days, my friend. Of course, that was centuries ago, before he was killed.
What has he done?
Our shipping and transport lanes are a gauntlet. Dead Kell preys on our ships like scabs feast on the dying. We are helpless against him. We're losing 1 in 5 vessels departing from Rader. Good sailors gone, vital supplies sent to the depths. This must end now.
So Dead Kell died.
Oh yes. The Alfar Navy put an end to Dead Kell generations ago. They tracked him to his island hideaway and turned his ship to tinder. There were no survivors. Now you understand our predicament.
A little bit. I'll do it.
You will? Truly? I must admit I did not anticipate this development.
Like how it's a little
Here
10
is your
plus.
payment. It is made in good faith. Once you've made your preparations, report to Captain Rast Bratigan in the Keys. She will be your escort. Rast is a good and loyal companion and a competent sailor, despite what they say. May Lyria protect you, and may her breath ever be at your back. Good luck.
So who's Captain Bradigan?
She is the only captain willing to pursue Dead Kell into the mists of the Frostbreak Sea. Perhaps it is her courage, her skill, her determination. No, that's not it. Rast is a good woman, but unaware of her own faults, of which there are many. They don't call her the worst sailor alive for nothing.
That's not good. What about the scavs?
Nothing causes a captain and crew more grief than those little blue beasts. Their poisonous secretions can eat through a new hull in a matter of days. They're not native to this region, but they stow away in the shadowy holes of ships sailing up from the north.
What about the hanged men?
They are Dead Kell's legendary crew, a trio of villains so sinister that their names sink the heart of every sailor. But I won't tell you any more. No, you don't need anything else to stoke your worry.
Okay. Where's Captain Bradigan?
She perches along the pier like a seabird, never venturing far from her ship, the Calamity.
These all sound like terrible things. Oh, okay. Okay, last thing to do in here, and then we're out. I didn't realize that was the guy I wanted to talk to about the Dead Kell stuff, but cool. Now we have the easy way to do that once we finish here.
You're from the Scholia Arcana, aren't you? Here to embarrass me? Well, I don't care. I'm glad I was dismissed. I'll drink to it, in fact.
Card games?
Kests you, man. Think he's got the only table in those tunnels and the best game in town.
Speaking of town, how do you like it?
One thing I've learned. The ladies here are like the Spire. Breathtakingly beautiful and completely unassailable. Especially to a failure like me.
So why is Scholia Arcana after you?
Those cowards dismissed me. Afraid of me. Afraid of how difficult it'd be to train me.
This is for you.
What is this? Ah, it was only a matter of time before the army found me out. Just my luck. This calls for another drink. I'll have to pack my things. Ah, Alison. How do I tell my sister? Where will she live? How will she live?
Alison?
Army wages can pay for Alison now, but I'm leaving her. I'll send money. I hope she doesn't end up in the Wending.
Scholia Arcana.
Let them sleep in their lofty towers. I'm headed for a real life, not sitting in front of books all day and being condescended to.
What do you mean?
Another ale. Make that two.
Okay. Well, we at least got halfway done with that mission. A little bit more than halfway. Because it's one of the notices we're actually going to give to a dude in jail. So we'll see how that goes. And we found out where the dead kill stuff starts. I like how it had a 10 plus. So the first DLC didn't have any kind of level requirement or anything. So that was obviously, designed to be an early start kind of thing. This one actually has a little start of 10 because this is an open world game. You can literally leave from the main story all the way here and skip everything in between if you want. It's just not advised. So we're going to do this. Hold on, chat. I gotta do this. This dude stiffed me out of money. We gotta talk to him real fast. Yeah. Made me give him a bunch of stuff and then ditched and left everyone behind. So we gotta talk to him.
You? How in the... Erlich, that turncoat. I never should have trusted a liar to commit murder. That's what murderers are for. What do you want?
You lied to everyone.
Of course I did. I'm not the Lord of Dolve Arn. I'm not even from the Tawili coast. But what does it matter? I only did what I had to do. Don't we all? The Rathir authorities don't have to know. Keep this quiet and let me sail with this galley, and you can have the gold I received for the treasures of Kuln. I am a man of my word. Most of the time.
I don't believe you for a second. Enjoy prison.
No, you wretch! You will rue the day you betrayed Crass. Do you hear me? Come back.
No. Enjoy prison. Get out of my face. Anyway, okay. Now that that's done with.
You look like you've traveled far, but not farther than my wares.
That's good, so I can sell stuff to you. Sweet. Do you have anything good at all? Your goods?
The goods here you'll not find the likes of anywhere else. Not without braving the raging seas, at least.
Death, I had only ever played the first one, the Tithanaros, and I really enjoyed it because it's like Greek mythology based, and that's big for me. I like Greek mythology because I am part Greek. But I never played the pirate-themed one, which is Dead Kells, which is the one we're now nearby. So I'm interested. I want to finish everything in Rathir in this kind of area, and then I want to go do that DLC, and I'm really excited for it. If it's anything like the first DLC, it'll take 10, 12 hours or more just to do that DLC. And since I've never seen it, it's new content to me, so it makes me happy. What about town?
Not a bad sight from the bow of your ship, although I've never become accustomed to the strange ways of these southern Alfar.
Southern Alfar?
Dark Alfar, or whatever you like to call them, like and unlike to their sisters in the north. Losalfar, that is.
Okay. What about you?
It's my brothers that ply the seas and bring me goods to trade. When I tire of Rathir, I'll wait till they return and back upon the foam.
Good to know. Okay, so now that we got all that taken care of, and we're pretty good on stuff, we will continue exploring this city on Friday. We will explore the rest of Rathir on Friday. We will get done all the quests. There's still more quests to do here. Hopefully get my new stash house here. And then basically finish up any of the area in the plains. And then, like I said, kick over to the new Dead Kill DLC, which I've never done. So I'm excited because that's going to be the one part of this game I've never seen. And then the new DLC hopefully will come out next year and we'll play that too. So I'm very excited. Fun times. Went a little bit longer tonight, but I'm glad you guys stayed with me for it. And as always, I appreciate it. And if you're watching my videos on YouTube, come hang out with us on Twitch. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays. And if you see me anywhere else, please follow up and follow me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I'm on them all. Same thing, Rader Zero Crossed. I put all my streams on YouTube. So Thanks for those who were here, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.